Hello and welcome back to the Pandit Show. I'm Dixon Orodimabior, and today I would like to open your eyes a little bit. By the way, do you know the role that Raila Amolo Odinga is playing in UDA government? If you don't know, let me tell you this. Raila Amolo Odinga is playing the role of the Prime Minister. Raila is a Prime Minister in Ruto's government. The UDA government, Raila is the second in command after President William Ruto. And this has been very clear in the latest political events that the two leaders have attended. You can see clearly that Raila Amolo Odinga is actually in power. And leave alone that, listen to Senator Arun Cheriot addressing Raila Amolo Odinga, and this can tell you a lot. So roll the tape.
Your Excellency, I want to say that this is a very important gathering. Last week, both you and the Prime Minister and even the Deputy President spent time with the governors at the devolution conference. And there are certain things that you said, which as members of Parliament, we felt that you're keeping not very good company for too long. And members were saying, when will we meet the President and the Prime Minister, so that they also appreciate things from our perspective as members of Parliament. So we hope today you'll also say something about governors after listening from the perspective of members of Parliament. Because there are certain things that you said, Prime Minister, which if you stop, then it is as good as telling us to go hard goats as senators. But it will be good to listen to your wisdom, because I know you have been around as a leadership for too long, and it was not for lack of useful things to say that you said the things you say. So we want you to persuade us, Your Excellency, so that we get to understand what is it that you feel we are not doing right as Parliament. In any case, many of the practices, including the not so good one, the people who we took over the baton of leadership from, they're in this room, including yourselves. So it will be important. I'm being told 2 terms to 2 terms to be on to the President. At the risk of overdoing myself, Your Excellency, together with the Prime Minister, I just felt it will be important to register that part of the feeling on the part of members. I know we'll listen to a presentation. Then during the open mic session, after we have listened to the Prime Minister, the Deputy President, and to you, we'll have a chance also to speak and share our challenges as members of Parliament on how we can move the country better together. I thank you and I appreciate everything. God bless you.
You see, one thing I've been telling people is that as long as the NADCO report is yet to be implemented, Raila Odinga is already wielding a lot of power. And as I said, and as Arun Cheriot's statements are clear, this is a virtual prime minister, is somebody who is actually running the government in a different capacity. On politics now. You've seen what has been happening the whole of this week, starting from events in Oma Bay, Harambee Stars winning, Ruto and Raila are together. And I'm telling you, this political bromance is beyond. It's going beyond 2027. And I'm convinced that the deal is already sealed, and there is no way Raila is going to walk out of this government. Raila and Ruto are going to stay together until 2027 or beyond. Why am I saying this? You see, there is a reason why Ruto brought Raila in his government. And, this happened at a time when Ruto's government was like a sinking boat. And the only person who could actually save it from sinking was the one and only Raila Amolo Odinga. And he came in the government, and Ruto's government, we have to accept this, that Ruto's government has now picked it. It has gained momentum, and many people who doubted that President William Ruto's government was not going to make it to 2027 and beyond, I think they are convinced that their thoughts were misplaced. So this political bromance between Raila Amolo Odinga and William Ruto, I'm telling you, wait, this is a formidable force. And I'm telling you, by next year, the narrative is going to change. The politics that we see now is going to change. And Raila is ready to ensure that Ruto's government succeeds beyond 2027, because he knows that if that doesn't happen, then politically is going to be down, and is going to remain a Kenyan laughing stock. People are going to actually make fun of him. And therefore, Raila has nothing to lose, if not ensuring that Ruto does not go down. Because he knows if Ruto goes down politically, he's also going to suffer from that. And here is the reason why I believe that President William Ruto is going to convince Kenyans to vote him in 2027. The president has been on a mission of initiating developmental projects. He has launched so many roads, so many infrastructure in the past few months. Look at the youth affairs like sports now. He has actually motivated young Kenyans, and this has made young Kenyans to draw interest into joining games like football, just because President William Ruto decided that this time around, Kenya's name must be elevated in terms of football. And you know what he did? The millions that he offered Arambe Stars players, which actually pushed Kenya to the upper limelight. Anyway, one thing I believe in is that with the current developments that Ruto is initiating, uh, most Kenyans have started thinking of changing their minds to vote President William Ruto come 2027, unless something else happens. But the ground is shifting. Things are moving on nicely to the advantage of President William Ruto because of his track record of developmental initiatives, which some of them do speak for themselves.